INFJ is one of the 16 Myers-Briggs personality type. The code INFJ stands for introvert, intuitive, feeling, and judging. INFs are generally considered to be creative, sensitive, and complex, and they are also extremely rare, making up to a mere 2.3% of the US population. They are usually kind and gentle. However, when they feel hurt, stressed, or angry, their dark side comes out. No one likes to talk about the dark side of the INFs, the rarest personality type in the world. Typically, INFJs are known for being gentle, thoughtful, and kind hearted. Ionic figures like Mother Teresa, Gandhi, and Martin Luther King Jr. are thought to have been INFJs. However, under stress, a darker side of the INFJ's personality comes out. While generally private and reserved with their feeling, INFJs are not immune to outbursts or criticism of others while they feel angry or hurt. For friends and loved ones, witnessing this dark side of the INFJs can be confusing. What happens when an INFJ is stressed or at their worst? It's important to remember that not two INFJs are exactly the same, and these dark INFJ traits might be present in other types, though usually not in the same way or intensity as with INFJs. Let's get started. They are perfectionist. Their perfectionist tendencies are particularly annoying when an INFJ is trying to get a task done in a timely manner. If they are working on something, even a task as simple as making dinner or cleaning, and it isn't done to their standard of perfection, things will not go well. This perfectionist attitude, combined with their high sensitivity, make them particularly volatile if they are faced their own failures. The immature INFJs. When INFJs don't grow and mature as individuals, they tend to become lost in their own fantasies and daydreaming. Rather than using their insights and creativity for good, they dwell in their imaginations and withdraw from the world. Additionally, they may become overly attached to their ideals and have difficulty accepting the imperfections of reality. The INFJ door slam on its own is an act of self-care for INFJs. However, when they close the door, the other person will also feel an INFJ coldness. The person who faced this chilling moment literally doesn't exist to them anymore, and no apologies will work no matter how much they meant to them before. Those people will be erased from their minds and they will behave like they never exist. INFJs are capable of adapting to the needs of others and love being a source of comfort. However, they will lash out if they feel that they are being wronged, humiliated, or bullied. This usually happens after many minor hurts have piled up and their patient is exhausted. They tend to bottle up negative emotions because they would rather keep the peace than tell someone that they have hurt them. INFJs are incredibly sensitive, which sometimes is a good thing. They are very in tune with their emotions and are highly empathetic. However, this can be off-putting for others. They are quick to have hurt feelings, be offended, and are particularly susceptible to other people's mood. If an INFJ is in the same space with someone who is in a bad mood, odds are that the INFJ will then take on that mood. INFJs operate at their best when they have a clear direction for their lives. They like having their life mapped out, structured, and organized. When they are unable to make decisions for themselves or when life is too unpredictable, they can feel paralyzed and scattered. When given too many options, they can feel overwhelmed and frustrated, especially if people are waiting on them to decide. In extreme cases, INFJs may even experience physical symptoms like nausea or headache. If you're trying to get an INFJ to open up to you, good luck. They are sealed vault. Sharing their feelings or opening up in any way just won't happen. It's safe to say that INFJ have 15 passwords on their phone, run some kind of secret social media accounts, and hide their true self from the rest of the world. If you think you know them, you're very wrong. INFJs are so passionate, which means they are prone to being a little obsessed with their cause. Okay, a lot obsessed with their cause. Because they must have a cause at any given time, they are likely found at social events talking to others about politics, conservation, or human rights. They love to encourage others to take actions because they are such a dozier themselves. Being complacent just isn't in their nature. INFJs needs to find ways to balance their compassionate and idealistic nature with experiences in the natural world. Getting out in nature, spending time with friends, and participating in volunteer activities can help. Additionally, it's important for INFJs to learn to trust their intuitions and get adequate alone time. Many INFJs overwork themselves on account of others and don't get the quiet time they need because it's difficult to find the balance between both things. Whatever you do, never hurt a friend of an INFJ. All of their virtues, their measured thoughts, understanding, acceptance, kindness, it all disintegrate when their friend or loved one is in danger. They will act immediately and decisively with no second thought. They will do anything to protect the one they love. They become fierce warriors that know no fear, and it can be really terrifying thing to see. INFJ people have strong desire to help others and right their wrongs. You can see them working tirelessly to fulfill their commitments and pursue their passions. However, if they lack a sense of balance or proportion, their noble intention may contribute to self-neglecting behavior. They may fail to get enough sleep, they skip their meals, or replace the nutritious food with sugary snacks that they can quickly eat on the run. They may forget to exercise or make medical and dental appointments. Another aspect of their well being vulnerable to neglect is their psychological health. They may ignore signs that they are taking on too much and their stress levels are skyrocketing. They may downplay the symptoms of depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues and assume that they will feel fine if they simply push onwards and keep working. They know when to be on their best behavior, but honestly, they are often swayed by how they feel in the movement. They may appear calm on the outside, even when inside, they INFJs are the bundle of intense emotions. It's usually apparent when something is bothering them, but that doesn't mean that they will want to talk about it. INFJs revealing the dark side of their personality can be guilty of pushing people away and throwing a pity party. Although they won't like someone to confide in, they often feel that most people won't understand them even if they did open up. INFJs generally perform best when they are able to experience the world in smaller doses. They become overwhelmed and irritable if exposed to too much sensory input, such as bright lights, loud music, and crowds. Everything going on around them can feel excessive, jarring, and even painful. This state of overstimulation can lead INFJs to erupt in anger or anxiety. The word J at the end of INFJ is responsible for their strong need to plan and prepare for the future. INFJs are capable of being spontaneous, but there are times when they cannot wrap their minds around a new idea. Sometimes even a small change in the day plan can rattle them, like hearing, "We are not going to the movie tonight, we are going to hang out here instead." Despite what the INFJs might tell themselves, they often harbor high expectations, not only for themselves but also for others, particularly those close to them, like their partners, best friends, or kids. Of course, the standard rise higher the closer someone gets. They especially have high expectations when it comes to love. In a new relationship, they might feel quite discouraged when the excitement and the romance inevitably start to fade. Then they start wondering if they were right to get into the relationship in the first place. If they are honest with themselves, what they really want is the ideal romance. Actually, what they really want is the ideal everything.